Welcome everybody. Hi. So I'm going to do a quick video all about this philosophy I have about the barriers to sales. So what do I mean by this? These are the gems that could be preventing you from selling. So if you want to know how to sell more, if you work in a spa, you're a spa therapist, beauty, massage, holistics, reflexology, even if you're solo or mobile therapist, this is all going to apply, because I have lots of videos about the importance and why you should sell and how to sell, non-pushy, but these are actually things that could be standing in your way. So if you clear these, your sales are going to increase, and who doesn't want that? So stick around to the end of the video and get all the main tips. And I also do sales consultations. If you have a specific problem you're coming across all the time with your clients, a particular objection they have, or if you just want literally hand holding, told specifically what to say and how to sell more. So get in touch with my Instagram on my DM and we can work together. I taught myself how to sell, from going from no sales, not understanding it, not being a natural seller, to like just skyrocketing. And it's such a powerful skill to have. It stays with you forever and you just need to practice. So let's get into the things that are preventing you from selling in your salon. So first of all, like I said, it's the lack of skill or confidence. So it's a practice, realizing it's a skill. Loads of videos on how to not be pushy and why, and the philosophy that sales is an extension of the treatment, and how you're doing the customer a disservice. Your clients who are coming for you for your beauty treatments are getting a disservice if you're not fully selling to them. It's only half. You're letting them go out the door with like half the service is missing. So changing that mindset helps you sell more. So if your staff are not selling, it's first of all, get them training, proper training, get them books, get them manuals. I had to do in-house training, but also I did so much on my own. Read books, videos, practiced with other girls, did like role play, acted out. You need to practice. So that could be a big barrier on why you're not selling. So look at that factor. Could it be a lack of skill? Could it be a lack of confidence maybe? And the next one is time constraints, as in the actual treatment session. Like if it's an hour, we all know that's only 55 minutes hands-on, because you're doing the whole like greeting the client and bringing them to the treatment room. So you really have to look at the timing. Now, when you get really good at sales, you sell before that client is even on the bed. You've already identified their main concern before you've even brought them into the room. I always promote the idea of a sales tracker. So in the sales tracker, you're not just literally writing down what you sold that day, or if you've reached your target or not. You're also planning ahead. So you know, oh, today in the afternoon I have a facial. The type of facial is for acne, so I need to double check with the client, is that actually what they're interested in? Is that their main concern, or did they just pick that randomly? Somebody picked that treatment for them. Double check. Or this client definitely, they need a course. They're so concerned about their skin and it's really upsetting them. Like, are you really getting to their main concern? So time constraints, how do you do all that within the treatment? So like I said, you get your sales tracker and you plan ahead, and you know what you're going to say. And you might have, if you know, okay, I have an anti-aging skin treatment today and an acne treatment, like have a quick browse of what products are on your shelves, or think about, okay, what type of acne is it? Is it active or afterwards? Could they do with microdermabrasion or resurfacing of the skin? So have a quick think. Oh, maybe double check, do you have a special offer on? Do you have any promotion? Like, just be up to date with your what products you have in house and what treatments. And remember that sales can also be like an upgrade. Could you do an upgrade or something special? We can do a fruit peel or an acid peel or something really quick without a whole, like as an upgrade in the treatment, something to add on. Anti-aging, we do a special eye treatment. Or you're here for relaxation, we do like hot stone. Even if you're solo practitioner, holistic practitioner, energy treatments, you can add all. You need to look at upgrades. So that's how you could be selling more. Don't forget that. Getting a client back in the door, getting a client cross promoted with a different treatment you have, or upgrading them, that's all sales as well. Don't be so fixated on only products. So the time constraint, another one is, bar just pre-planning and having things fresh in your mind about what's available to you to recommend. Another idea is, I've said this a few times, spa attendants. Have people in-house, or not just the receptionist. You can mix this around if one therapist is like a junior therapist, or they're not that busy, that they swap over to this role of like spa concierge or spa attendant. I've seen this in a lot where they help out with the towels, candles, getting clients drinks, getting like, or work with your receptionist. So basically work as a team. If you're a solo entrepreneur, you'd have to maybe add a little bit extra time at the start while you're building your sales skill. Add a little bit extra treatment time. It will be worth it. I know you mightn't see it directly in your profit margin, but it would be worth it long term when you're practicing your sales skill. So it's like, look at it like training, extra 15 minutes on each treatment to because time constraints is a big one of why you can't sell. You feel that time pressure, you're not really concentrating. You only get fast and good at sales if you practice. So when are you allowing yourself time to practice on the actual real clients in the moment? So yeah, get spa attendants to help out with like towels, or like work with your receptionist that it's the therapist recommends the products, gives like a prescription sheet, and then they say, I'll leave them at reception for you, and that the receptionist is trained in how to fully close the sale. Like, oh, the therapist recommended these, are you taking these today? And then deals with any objections the client may or may not have, maybe budget, or well, a lot of them, again, budget isn't an issue if the client really this is the main concern and you've hit it on the nail. Like, people pay crazy money for meals out, crazy money for, like, if they're really concerned about something, they will spend. So that's another point I'm going to come back to later. So yeah, lack of skill, lack of time. So allocate that time, put it as an investment until you get really good, and all your staff get really good at the skill of training, or use those aids. What I'm saying, use like spa attendant role, work experience people, the receptionist. Somehow are you working as a team to get those sales that the therapist can go on to the next client while the receptionist closes the sale. It's not the best like continuity wise, but it could just be literally putting them in the bag and actually ringing them up on the till, that the therapist doesn't have to worry about those kind of things. Or have a special separate sales consultant in-house that looks after like just does retail, like what you'd find in a department store, and that the therapist is literally there to do the treatment, and that's it. To find out their main concern, to recommend products maybe, but that at the end of the day there is a proper like sales shop. I have a whole video all about your sales environment, sales era. So look that up, how your sales environment needs to be helping you. So the shop feel, how do you set up like a retail space, even if it's only like a salon suite, like just one room. So yeah, time constraints. If you're a solo entrepreneur or you're a solo esthetician and you're on your own, or a small business, there's only 2 or 3 of you, how do you manage that where you're also doing your therapist but you're also doing reception work? Like, have an actual procedure for your sales, and time, allocate time for it, and put it in the budget, because if you sell, you're going to cover those 15 minutes extra with the client. Now we're going to look at product knowledge. This is like another thing that could be preventing your sales. Is the market is changing all the time. There's always something new. It's a lot of information to remember all these scientific terms. So the best is to always look at features versus benefits. So what benefits is what the product's going to do for the person. So if you say this product has goji berries in it, that's no good for a client. What's the goji berries going to do? Oh, they're antioxidants. They're going to heal your skin or prevent pollution from damaging your skin, and like put it in layman's terms, put it in a way that clients can relate to. So product knowledge, focus on the benefits. That could be preventing your sales. You're yapping on and on about ingredients to clients and it's not clicking in their mind. They're looking at you going, but what's this going to do for me? Like, say if they have dry skin type, they want to hear words like nourishing or calming, or they don't want to hear emollient ingredients. Do you get me? The difference. Focus on the benefits. What else could be preventing your sales is fear of rejection. So comes down to skill as well, and being comfortable with clients saying no, because they're saying not yet, or they're saying you haven't shown me the real value. It's like redirection. So don't be trying to not see it as a complaint, or if you get a no from a client, no, I don't want to buy today, that you aren't afraid to ask, why? Is there a particular reason? Was it the price, or was it, but basically deep down, you know, the therapist, it's demonstrating value. If something is valuable and the client either wants it or needs it, they will buy. They'll find a way. They'll come back the next day if they don't have money and their card is maxed out, and they'll put it on the overdraft or something if they really want it, because you've hit the nail on the head. You've found their main concern. You found a problem that they have, a problem that they care enough about that they would love a solution for. You're a matchmaker. You are matching the client with the right products or the right steps. Like, you need 3 courses of this treatment. You need to upgrade today because you're going to get these results and these benefits, which solves your problem. You're a problem solver. You're matching up treatments and products with the client. It all combines when you're being seen as the expert, and you throw in all these elements of product knowledge, of timing, of skill, of building rapport and trust. So check out that video about sales era, entering your sales era. So it's your environment, your relationship with the client, and asking and closing for the sale. So that's the actual how-to, the step-by-step. But this video is helping you change your mindset and look at where's the friction along the way. Where could the client be missing out on that smoother sales process? Fear of rejection, it's doubt, it's you don't want to be seen as pushy. Sales are ethical. How do you do ethical sales? You never sell something excessively. You keep the routine always more on the simple side, and if a client asks for more, you offer more. But if you're meeting their concern, their problem that they have, the insecurity, the reason they're there for the treatment in the first place, if you found that out and you've good communication skills, then you won't be scared of that rejection, because you won't be pushy. How is that pushy if you're solving a problem that they've explained to you? You'll never be seen that. That's not unethical. It's unethical to not sell. It's an unethical thing to not ask your client about their concerns and issues. Then you're just going through the motions, doing any old treatment, doing the eyebrows quickly, and you're not giving them any customer service or value. You're not giving them any knowledge. You're not giving them any, you're not inviting them back to the salon. You're not, why are you there? You're not passionate, are you, really? If you're just going through the motions and you don't have that skill and that confidence yet. So, fear of rejection. Another barrier could be online retailers selling beauty products. People just go saying, oh, I'll just go to the pharmacy, I'll just go to Boots, I'll just go to Superdrug to buy that, and they're not buying from you, the salon. So that's, they don't see you fully as the expert. Like, would you try find medication yourself, or would you listen to the doctor's prescription? So you have to be seen at that level of expertise as a doctor or professional would be seen. So you need to work on your product knowledge, you need to work on your skill. If you're very well, like if you're skilled and practiced in sales, you'll be seen as the expert. You'll be seen as a very professional person. So do you see how everything ties in? So all these barriers. Yeah, the online retailers. So do you have an online shop? Can you compete that way? Do you do like delivery? Do you do like drop shipping? Or is there something like, I personally prefer coming home with a bag of products there and then instead of waiting for online. So sometimes if they say online, they think they're going to get it cheaper. So what incentives do you have? Well, if you buy 3 products today with your skincare, and because you're buying it in-house and collecting from us directly, like we offer a restock service, or we offer a delivery service, or we offer a loyalty card, like your products go off your loyalty card. 3 products is worth the same as getting 1 treatment, and after 6 treatments you get your next treatment free, or 5 treatments or something like that. You see, you have to give them an incentive, you have to be competitive. Okay, what else could be preventing you from selling? In your salon, your staff, or you yourself, it's lack of marketing and business skills, not looking at beauty treatments, spa treatments, as you just thinking the treatment's enough. You're not looking at it as a business. I have a whole video about how to have a long career in the beauty industry and how to last. And in that video, I talk about the importance of sales, because sales, so there's how many hours in a day. There's going to be a limit to how many clients you physically are able to do. And then to do high quality treatments, there's a limit. But with sales, you're maximizing your treatment time, you're maximizing the results for the client, you're maximizing your time as a therapist, you're maximizing your income. A whole video about how you can be a 10k therapist, because if you're selling as well, you are doubling up, and you could sell in 10 minutes of chatting with your client and giving a skin consultation, or a free mini taster facial or manicure or something. You're getting the client results, and you're getting sales in, and like, instead of having to depend on a whole spa package to get, like, do you see the value in the money? As in, are you really studying marketing and a business model? Are you there to understand that money is simply an exchange, and you need to be compensated for your energy as you're showing up as a therapist? You're giving the client value. You can't be doing that for free, because you're going to be too tired, you're exhausted. It's an exchange. So don't feel bad for taking money, and then maximize it with the sales, because you're giving them results and values that they can carry on at home. You're not just giving them the treatment and out the door. No, you're looking after them. These clients are your friends. Would you just let them walk on out, and you've all this knowledge about the products, and you know so much, and you're sitting there going, in 2 weeks they're gonna have to, like, the skin is an ongoing thing. It's like going to the gym. Do you go once and get a 6-pack? No. The fitness instructor knows about nutrition, knows about how to protect your joints and your bones while you're doing the workout. They know how to stretch and prep before a workout. Do you see? And so do therapists. We know what you should be doing, what you should be eating for your skin, and we know what environmental factors are going to affect your skin, and not just always skin. I'm using that as an example. Energy wise as well, holistic health, we know so much. And it's not like bog standard, oh, drink 8 glasses of water and try exercise. Like, that's so generic. Think of something more specific. Clients need, they might want spiritual guidance, or they might want skincare advice like you need a reflective mineral based SPF, or this gel cleanser is stripping your skin, it's too harsh, you have eczema and psoriasis, you need this type of cream. Like, you know this as a therapist, so are you going to do the treatment and then let them walk out and find themselves still with the main concern minutes later? So that's lack of marketing and lack of business skills. Now we're nearly done, so the next one is price. This could be a big barrier. Do you yourself use the products? Do you yourself, are you willing to buy those treatments? Would you get them done? Because that can, your bias, your internal like belief about the treatments, like, oh, I don't think that's worth it, that cream, that can come through subconsciously. So you could maybe not be selling because you don't agree with some of the products, you don't agree with the results, you think that's just a flouncy superficial treatment. Maybe you're better suited to a medi spa, maybe you're better suited to something like instant express beauty. You can see the value in somebody paying for, like, I don't want to set up waxing in my house, it's messy, I want a professional to do it and my skin to be clean and healed after, and I'm paying for the environment, I'm paying for like coming in, the wax is set up, you know all the things about health and safety and the temperature and the hygiene, and it's done. I don't have to worry about it at home as a busy working mom or something like that. That's what you're paying for. Do you see? You're not, yes, you can go wax at home yourself, but there's something about someone else doing it with skill, proficiency, and the setup. It's like going to a restaurant. You go for the atmosphere. Yes, you can cook at home. Why are you going to the restaurant? You can cook at home. You have a kitchen, no? Hopefully. And it's like, do you see the logic behind it? So yeah, price. Just think about, like, could this be a barrier? Could some of your staff be thinking like, I don't see the value in that treatment, so or that seems very overpriced. Why is it overpriced if they're getting a wow customer experience, if they're getting out of this world? They're not just getting a body wrap and a scrub and they're getting a sauna, a steam, they're getting loads of value, and they're getting a health consultation and a nutritional diet sheet. And like, how are you making that treatment wow, that the people can back you when you say it's really, it's a couple of hundred, like you're going to charge for that day package? Like, are your staff, are you the therapist on board with the value that you're offering? Good question to ask. That's also to do very much with like high ticket expensive creams as well. Like, you want your staff to be selling top level luxury creme de la mer, like really high ticket items, high ticket sales. But do they believe in them? Have they tested them themselves? Have they ever experienced that? Do they see the value in like the luxury element of spas? You know, are you getting into the psychology behind what your staff think and value as well? Because it'll all come through. So that could be a barrier why you're not selling as much as you think yet. The other one is customer education. This ties in actually with timing, I think, but customers mightn't be at that level. You're like this skincare specialist, or you're a holistic facial reflexologist, or you look at somatic yoga movements. Like, some people don't even know what that word means, or don't even know what the word holistic means. So what level are you meeting your clients at? Do you need to do like a customer appreciation night? Do you need to do workshops? Do you need to do raise the level? Can you have signs up around? Anything to like educate the client a bit more? How are your therapists talk? Are you starting at the same level? Like, is your customer clientele at the minute like barely washing their face, and you're trying to sell them like a toner and all these other products? Like, that's not feasible. Do you see? It's the product knowledge and the level the client is at? Are you getting into the mind frame of your clients? Like people would say, oh, shellac gel nails ruin my nails. Yeah, but you're also putting your hands into kitchen cleaning stuff every day, and to make your shellac last you need cuticle oil in every day, and like to nourish your nail from the matrix, like where the nail grows, where the cells grow out. So the client doesn't know that. Well, you're not meeting them at the same level. That's an express client. They want results. They don't want all this product knowledge about health and skin. Do you know, are you meeting your clients where they're at? So are you trying to sell them all these excess nail products, but they're not there? They'd rather look at like rebooking or getting value for their nails over the long term. Or could you swap that client over to like acrylic nails? Do you see, could you do some kind of upgrade? We're doing free nail art. Could you get them into nail art? Something like that. So looking at your customer education and meeting the customer where they're at. And the last one is your customer loyalty. So I've done lots of videos about customer experience and customer loyalty. It's a very competitive market. People can go elsewhere. They can get it cheaper elsewhere. Why are they coming to you? What customer experience do you have that makes your place, wow, outstanding? I did a little short recently, and it was like, I'm so fed up with mediocrity, like crappy treatments that are like, yeah, they get the job done, but why can't it be wow? Even if it's express beauty, why can't it just be a bit more? Why are they just going through the motions? Where's the customer service gone? Like, if you want to stand out, you want to sell, you gotta be a bit more creative and think a bit more like it's not harder work. It's just more like, get more passionate, get more enthusiastic, and change your mindset about sales. So all those tips are your barriers that would prevent you from selling. So have a look at them, go through them one by one in your salon or clinic, and yes, good girl, Clara, good girl. And go through them one by one and see see where they're at in the clinic. So lack of actual sales skills, your time constraints, your product knowledge, your fear of rejection, online retailers, your lack of actually looking at the whole sales scenario as a business model, business marketing skills, the price, like high ticket items or what you're selling, are you in line with your customers, and customer education. What do your clients know about that treatment? What level are you meeting them at their level? And customer loyalty, like what's your customer experience like? Is it wow or is it mediocre? Be genuine, get somebody like a friend or family member who's brutal and who will be honest and tell you. Get them to review your customer experience and don't think it's from when they sit down in the chair, it's from when they first hear about your salon. That's where the customer journey starts. So hopefully this was helpful, and we'll wrap it up there because somebody needs attention. And let me know down in the comments below if you have a specific question you want me to expand on a point, or I can do sales consultations individually. Until next time, thank you.